Well, g'day there. This is your pre-boarding announcement for long-haul flight International Congress of Dermatology 2021 to Melbourne, Australia. Now, we're inviting passengers who have an interest in all things clinical dermatology, tropical skin disease, also the latest in high-tech therapies and cosmetic therapies to start boarding the aircraft. Now, in preparation for takeoff, we want you to get comfortable. How about you switch on that personal electronic device and take a selfie or two. Pop it up on your social media feeds with the hashtag ICD 2021, because we want you to share your excitement about this fantastic event. And when I talk exciting, our in-flight entertainment is next level, like nothing you've experienced. At the touch of a button, you'll be accessing incredible speakers from across the globe. Just doing a check now. Yep, we're about to do a service that's coming up any minute. But in the meantime, I'd love to introduce to you our captain, Professor Dedee Morell from Sydney, and her first officer, Professor Rod Sinclair from Melbourne, who are going to give us a bit of a hint on what's in store. So Dedee, why is this Congress so unique?
Kim, the ISD, or International Congress of Dermatology, which is the quadrennial World Congress of the ISD, is the most globalized meeting in dermatology, apart from the ILDS, which also occurs every 4 years. If you like, we're the Winter Olympics of the Summer Olympics in global dermatology. Our meetings have many more sessions related to diseases that arise in poorer countries, such as tropical diseases, leprosy, leishmaniasis, tinea incognito, but they also go all the way right through to the cutting edge of the latest biological therapies and the snazziest new cosmetic treatments. So these meetings have something for everyone.
So tell us, Rod, what's one of your favourite memories from an ISD event?
Mine is Buenos Aires 2017, and listening to James Kruger deliver his plenary lecture on psoriasis and the emergence of interleukin-17 monoclonal biologics to treat psoriasis. Now that's old news today, but at the time it really was cutting edge, and I heard it first at the ISD. Of course, there was also the unforgettable beauty of Buenos Aires and one state that was the size of a small car that also remains indelibly imprinted in my memory.
Well, Dedee, we're obviously virtual. One of the benefits is for an event is the bar's always open. But what do you think is one of the best advantages of having an event go online like this?
One of the main advantages is that you can watch this meeting live from any part of the globe, and people from poorer countries who wouldn't normally be able to afford to travel to Australia will be able to join in this fantastic educational event. You can log in from any part of the world at any time, and you can either watch the live streaming or you can choose Netflix style selective program viewing. In addition, if you've registered for this meeting, you will have legacy access to all these exciting presentations for 1 year after the meeting, so that you can collect your continuing medical education points at your leisure. The other thing is that if you're logging on during the meeting, you will be able to have direct access to these delegates from all over the world, and we'll be stopping over at 55 different countries, including Australia, during this global program.
Okay, First Officer Rod, now about this program, I believe that there's koalas and kangaroos involved.
Having attended several virtual events since March 2020 from the Australian time zone, the main challenge I faced was not being able to access the content because it was out of my time zone. As organisers of this conference, we decided that the best way to work around this would be to create a TV streaming channel concept, constantly playing unique content 24 hours a day over the entire 4 days of the meeting. Just like when you're travelling on a plane, you are guaranteed content and entertainment at your fingertips. The Protein Committee has created 2 streams, fondly called Channel Koala and Channel Kangaroo.
Okay, this is a bit of a tough question considering the calibre of the speakers we have lined up for this event, but this is to both of you. Who are you most looking forward to hearing from?
Kim, that's a loaded question with so many great speakers in this conference. However, I'm going to let you into a little secret. My friend John McGrath, who is our scientific chair of this conference, lived in Melbourne when he was a 14-year-old. And he promised me that he would give us his rendition of an Australian accent, so I am looking forward to hearing it. I'm also looking forward to the content provided by our scholarship winners, the Global Education Award winners. They have two types of presentations of their interesting research. One is a speaking poster, which we're calling the kookaburras, named after a chatty Australian bird. And the other are the silent posters, which run at their own pace, and they're called the emus.
For those of you who haven't been to Australia, emus are birds that don't fly, but they really can run. So, wow, this is an interesting question. So we've got some really outstanding plenary speakers who are really forward-thinking. John McGrath will talk on the future of dermatology, and Ellie Sprecher on genes to patient care. There are topics of global importance, such as Cheyenne Verma speaking on the epidemic of fungal infection, Andrew Steer speaking on the eradication of scabies, Chao Kai-Siu on making progress with keloids, and Aldo Moroni speaking on refugee dermatoses. There are also some contemporary topics, such as the transformation of dermatology by eHealth by Amanda Oakley, adolescent dermatology by Paula Luna, and psoriasis during the pandemic by Satvir Mahil. Finally, Martin Kassir's plenary on the revolution of cosmetic treatments and Ingrid Winship on the genetics of the appearance are talks that are not to be missed.
And Dedee, what session are you most excited to hear about?
Kim, what I'm most excited to hear about in an ISD meeting are these global health sessions, which don't normally take place in other meetings. This is about how we as dermatologists can make a difference on the burden of skin diseases around the world, particularly in poorer nations, as well as with refugees. For the first time, we have developed a session called Across the Board, and in this session, you will have special talks from the ISD board members, talking about not only their careers and their special areas of interest, but particular issues from where they live and where they work, and what's inspired them to get involved with the ISD. This will be entertaining and worthwhile to learn about how dermatology is practiced in different parts of the world.
Rod, the International Congress of Dermatology has been around for many years now. What legacy does the committee hope to build?
Thanks, Kim. That's a really important question. We want this Congress remembered for its innovative platform, its accessibility to dermatologists who otherwise would never get the opportunity to attend an International Congress of Dermatology. We want it remembered for the amazing content and a global understanding of Australia's dermatologists' commitment to dermatology education, to research, to patient care, and to fraternity. And if we can achieve all of those, then I think this conference is one that won't be forgotten.
Okay, Dedee, I'm sure this is going to be a big yes from you, but surely Australia is going to feature heavily on this platform.
Kim, you bet it will. We're going to be showcasing our beautiful Australia and all the unique experiences, the flora and the fauna in between the sessions to break up the program and make you all jealous, make you all want to come here. After the ILDS meeting in Singapore in 2023, we want to welcome you here for real in Australia. We're also planning some games, so you stay tuned for some more details.
Well, First Officer Rod, you proudly call the beautiful city of Melbourne your home, and of course, that's where we're going to be this year. For anyone planning to visit in the future, what would you recommend they check out?
I highly recommend that you check out the buzzing restaurant scene, the cafe scene in the city, as well as the National Gallery of Victoria, which always has amazing artwork, but an unforgettable water walk. If you come in winter, my personal favourite is to catch a game of Australian rules football at the MCG on a Saturday night. And if you do, make sure that you're supporting Carlton, the mighty Navy Blue. Of course, if you come in summer, Boxing Day Test is on the bucket list of every cricket supporter as a must-do once in your lifetime. So come to Melbourne, there is so much to see. And I'm sorry that you won't be here in 2021, but there's lots of opportunity thereafter.
Well, thanks so much, Captain Dedee and First Officer Rod. We are just about ready for takeoff. You got to book your seat. Make sure you register. We are so excited about this journey and can't wait for you to come along for the ride.